Hey guys, Mike Mackerlin with another episode of Workout 101 on workouttrainer.com right here at The Gym, the personal home fitness studio of Dr. Jim Stepani and myself. So today we're going to talk about unilateral training, specifically in the chest when we're doing a dumbbell bench press. A lot of people, I get questions about, Mike, I'm doing bench, I'm always pushing on one side, or my chest is bigger on one side, my arm's bigger on one side than the other. Typically, no matter what dominant limb that you are, whether you're right or left-handed, traditionally if you're doing movements bilaterally, what does that mean? That means a bench press using a bar, a bicep curl using a bar, doing squat with both legs. Those are all examples of bilateral movements where both limbs, whether your arms or your legs, are moving at the same time. So a lot of times when you're doing that, you can have strength imbalances to where your dominant limb will overcompensate for your weaker limb, so that muscle will actually have more load or stress applied to it, therefore it becomes bigger. How to overcome that, and just even if you don't have strength imbalances, it's still a good idea to do unilateral training, such as I'm going to demonstrate for you now. So in this example, I'm going to use 2 dumbbells, okay? So all we're going to do is, rather than pressing the dumbbells together, we're going to do one arm at a time, all right? And I'm going to explain a little bit of benefit about doing this too. So here we go. Lie back, press the dumbbells up. Start with both dumbbells in the extended position. What you want to do is just go down and up with one dumbbell at a time. Back up. And you're emphasizing and you're thinking about just that one limb and that one muscle versus both, okay? You'll get greater contractions in that one limb. In some instances, it can actually help you when you go back to bilateral training, to where by doing one arm at a time, it'll actually help you increase your weight when you do 2 arms at a time, because traditionally you're stronger in the actual load that you're doing when you're pressing both. So if you're going to be doing the alternating, go down a little bit. The other thing I do like about the alternating movement is that it gives your muscles a contraction that has a little bit more time under tension. Because you're holding the weight up while the other limb is moving, that muscle has to stay now, unless you're locked and you're not contracting. But if you're contracting, it actually holds that contraction for a longer period of time at the top of the concentric movement. So the other way to do it is just simply take one dumbbell, but there's a little bit of difference in how you want to do it. Because you have a lot of load to one side, you have to compensate the load because it puts a torquing force onto your torso, which is a good thing because it also helps for core stability, right? So in this instance, if you're just going to do one arm at a time, what you want to do is you want to take the opposite leg. People who have their legs up doing this, you're going to kill yourself, okay? You want to take this opposite leg, extend it out, and you want to plant this leg. Plant this heel into the ground. You squeeze your glute, and you're actually torquing your hip like this as you come down. And the reason why is because as this comes down, it wants to torque your body this way. So what you'll feel is as you come down here, you're going to feel it in your obliques. But you press that heel into the ground. Place the opposite hand. What I like to do is place the opposite hand onto the muscle that's firing so I can feel it contract. Force my heel down. And press up, okay? You do that, that is a much more difficult movement because I don't have the counterbalance of the other weight that I'm holding on the opposite side. So I have to, whatever arm that I'm using, place that leg out, plant that leg, and what you're doing is you're kind of torquing your hip here. By torquing your hip here, you're gonna feel a contraction into your external obliques over here, which is a good thing, that's normal. But you're also, because this torque, you also will get a little deeper of a stretch if you come all the way down, because your shoulders somewhat torque back. Now you don't want to go into hyperextension, but you'll feel a much deeper and harder contraction on that one pec when you're just using one dumbbell versus 2. So there are 2 variations of ways that you can actually benefit from unilateral training, specifically when we're talking about the dumbbell bench. If you guys want a workout program that utilizes this specific movement or the variations that I just showed you, make sure to click below. Workout program should be listed. If you guys have any more questions about this or anything else, please ask me on the Workout Trainer Facebook page. Or you can ask me right here on workouttrainer.com by clicking above on community, Drop down will be trainers. Find myself, Mike Mackerlane. Ask me a question, I will answer. Or you guys can also hit me up on Twitter by following me at Mackerlane20. Until next time, guys, it's Mike Mackerlane. Take care.